So, you know how Ted Cruz freaked out because Big Bird was getting vaccinated? Which they've been doing since the 60s on that show, on Sesame Street. So they're like, this is how bad SNL is. They're like, oh, we're going to do an alt-right Sesame Street. And then they got Pete Davidson to play Joe Rogan. And when Pete Davidson came out looking like Joe Rogan, he came out looking like Anton LaVey, like as a pickup artist, like some kind of satanic pickup artist. It didn't
Anton
look
LaVey
nothing.
addicted to meth.
Yeah, dude, it looked nothing. Dude, it was such a bad sketch. And then Tim Dillon was just like said some shit like that, and then Michael Che went after Tim Dillon.
Really?
He goes like, "You're just a media personality. You're not a real comedian."
That's weird. Che's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, it is weird, but that's his job.
Yeah, he's the head writer, so he at the very least
Has to say something.
Approved it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, here's the other fucking thing that nobody mentions.
SNL hasn't been good, but I think Michael
Here's
Che
the thing
himself
that
is funny.
I found out. Here's the other thing. They had another fucking sketch called Man Park about a park that guys with girlfriends can go to hang out with each other, and they kind of act like dogs. And somebody pointed out there's a Shane Gillis sketch called Uncle Daycare.
Uncle Daycare. Yeah. Dude, have you watched all the Gillian Keefe sketches?
No, I've watched a couple of them.
They're all
funny.
Great.
Yeah.
They're all very good.
Can you imagine the balls?
Yeah, no. I mean,
the guy you fucking fired.
There's a chance that he presented that at some point.
Yeah.
And they have legal right to use it.
I still don't agree with that.
No, it's bullshit that they do that.
Yeah, you can't. That's literally how monopolies act.
Well, the funniest thing is, like, there wasn't a time where they made people sign. They had people sign a waiver.
Tim Dillon goes, dude, your writing room is filled with like ex-Clinton campaign staffers. Like, that's your fucking problem. And you're not writing.
You always dress like that. You always dress like
you're not writing toward an audience, a comedy audience. You're writing for the Daily Beast, and you're getting this positive feedback, and it's starting this feedback loop. And you're not. You gotta clean that. They gotta clean out that fucking writers' room. They gotta fire half the fucking cast. They got 16 fucking cast members.
That is true, dude. The opening, it's
so
like
bad.
watching. It's like a football team at the beginning of a game. Whenever they do,
it just keeps going and going and going.
And well, it's funny because they'll name 14 fucking people, and then they'll be like, and your cast, and then name 3 people, and they're all just like, I guess it's like featuring these people, and then
Sarah Squirm is on there,
and then there's just like 4 actual cast members of the fucking show. It's really weird.
Yeah,
I think it's a way for them to be able to utilize them and not pay.
It's like a limited contract situation.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're gonna roast Joe Rogan properly. Specifically his stand-up. I want to start with this clip from Kill Tony that I told you about. So they're roasting somebody on Kill Tony, and this is Rogan's. This is a reference that would put Dennis Miller to shame.
You always dress like that? You always dress like your own stepson or something?
Yes, sir. He looks like he's like inmate 1, the unexpected COVID-19 release. Well, they sent a bunch of people back out in the streets.
You always dress like that? You always dress like your
Yeah, it's so funny. After the first part bombed and like
He's a pause.
You heard
Where's the
Tony
laugh?
go, like, and it was just like he started to get, everyone was like, oh, okay, now he's gonna say something funny. And then it just
Is there more to this? They're like pausing. The whole audience is pausing. Is there more to this?
Exactly. And it's Austin, so yeah, everybody's on the edge of the fucking seat for every syllable that man has to utter.
Dude, what the fuck is he talking about? All right, so speaking of, I always thought Joe Rogan, I guess at this point I would say if I had to rank all his jobs, I would say maybe comedian. He's a better comedian than he is a podcaster or a physician.
So do you think his show is just all because of the guests is the reason for the popularity more than him?
I don't know. He got in early. He got a foothold.
He did get in.
He got that big alt-right
very
following.
early because he has like 15,000
Well,
episodes.
his original guests were all these alt-right people who were huge on the internet. So all the people who gravitated, yeah, I don't know. It could be the guests. I don't know what the success of the show is.
I wonder if he's ever done a solo episode where he just voiced his opinion.
Like Bill Burr.
I mean, dude, any podcaster, they're often very weird, but Tim Dillon does it very well.
Oh, yeah, he does.
It always helps if they have, like, their producer in the room and you can hear them laughing a little bit in the background.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about later about Russell Brand who does it. But anyways, here's a stand-up, and it's a thing that exists. Do you remember the part?
No, did you sing a time?
Yeah. Yeah, real quick, just so for the record, ivermectin is horse medicine.
Okay, got you.
Ivermectin is horse medicine. I like it how he gets angry that fucking people get triggered. About how he makes fun of people getting triggered by comedy, but fucking CNN fucking trolls him and he freaks the fuck out and starts threatening to sue.
Yeah, I mean, that happens with a lot of that kind of shit gets
Ilk.
different whenever it happens.
Yeah, when it happens to you, it's not so funny. I mean, it is funny though, because ivermectin is horse pills.
Just like this.
Okay. So is this
What?
what the video is called? Sleeping with Demons.
Yes. And it's...
What was I gonna ask? Is that like the name of the track of the album, or just what they named the video?
I think it's the name of this bit. It's the bit from... It's about Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, really original.
But I'm also telling you right now that I'm not going out like Bruce Jenner. That's right, politically correct San Francisco.
Whoa, he said it.
He said he's not trans.
I ain't transgender. How do you like that,
I know
San Francisco?
I know this gets controversial, but I am okay with the fact that I have a penis.
I am perfectly content with
no,
my
no.
gender. How you like them apples?
Yeah.
Here's my take on the Bruce Jenner thing. And, you know, everybody has their own. Not really. This is what everybody's take is. This is the take that you're supposed to have. He's always been a woman trapped in a man's body. Maybe. Definitely maybe. Definitely people are like that. Definitely there are people who were born in the wrong gender. And am I saying they should stay their gender? No, who gives a fuck? You should do whatever you want to do. You should be happy. You should be free. I don't...
Literally, I could not have cared less. If it is the only way I could have cared less would that happen was if it had never happened at all. You know what I thought? I remembered that he was in the Village People and he had a half shirt on. And I was thinking, that was 4 years after he won the Olympic gold. Why is he in a Village People movie and not, say, like, Conan the Barbarian? Like, why wasn't he an action star? He chose not to be an action star.
Well,
he starred in a Village People movie, and he wore tight jeans and a half shirt.
I will agree that is, in a way, foreshadowing.
Yes, it is. I think it was. I went, oh, yeah. And then I moved on.
Yeah, he also wasn't the type of Olympian that's built for a leading man role, you know? Didn't he do the decathlon?
I don't even know what he did.
I
I thought he did the Wheaties.
I'm pretty sure. I know it was like he was at least a track and field guy, and they're never like buff and hunky.
I don't follow the
They're
Olympics,
just-
so
they're
I only
just-
know him. Come
they're-
on, I know. You know what I remember? Come on, Village People, let's put on a show. Let's save the community center. That's how I know. That's the event I knew him
He
from.
literally is. He was literally a movie where they were trying to save the community
I don't
center.
remember the plot of
okay.
Can't Stop. It's called
Okay.
Can't Stop the Music, though.
Okay.
It's got Steve Guttenberg and Valerie Perrine.
I was about to say that's so funny.
Actually, I want to watch that movie now. I kind of want to see it again.
Don't stop the music.
It's Can't Stop the Music.
Can't stop the music. Okay.
I don't care what you do. But
I'm gonna criticize
it's
it.
also possible
I'm gonna scream
that
about it.
maybe, if you live with crazy bitches long enough, you become one. That's all I'm saying. I don't see this disgust. It is
I always envied guys who had
impossible.
I always envied guys who had
If you put a praying mantis on a leaf, it becomes the color.
I always envied guys who had sisters. I feel like it gives you a step ahead in the game. You know what I mean?
Is he saying trans people have sisters?
No. He said if you hang out with women too long, you turn into a fucking bitch.
I have a friend that, from back home, that since I moved, came out as trans.
Does he have sisters?
No, the only child, she. No.
She only has
only child, and, pretty much just chilled with the boys 24/7. Like, as far as, so unless within 4 years,
Maybe.
she
Maybe
just
if you're surrounded by
surrounded her.
dicks
Yeah.
your whole life, you want to get rid of yours. You get sick of them.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like, what about kids that are raised by their moms and grandmothers and shit like that? Like, I don't think there's really a correlation there.
Okay. At a certain point, he's going to start fucking that stool. He's going to fucking attack that stool like Magic Mike.
Does he fuck the stool in this bit?
He does some heavy stool shit.
Heavy
action
stool
here.
shit?
Some major stool play.
It's just like, this is what I do with my dick, and then he just goes at it.
You'll see. It's fucking... You haven't seen this bit?
I don't think so.
Okay. This is kind of disturbing.
Color of the leaf. Why? Because it wants to live. It wants to survive. It wants to be accepted by its environment. You show me a man who's lived with the Kardashians for 10 years who didn't come out a chick, and then we'll have some data, okay? Because right now we lost a fucking American Olympian, and I want you to have some respect. We're down Bruce Jenner, and I've got a close eye on Kanye West, and I don't exactly...
I know that Bruce Jenner, but how did we lose an Olympian? She hasn't been anywhere near participation in an Olympics.
I think he's mad. I think it hits him because he's always going like,
He's just like, I would have made it.
Well, he's obsessed with trans people in sports.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he's
That's
like-
what I was gonna say.
He's like, this chick pretended to be a guy and stole those stole that gold
exactly. This is so. How are you
from
losing?
whoever was in second place.
Those gold medals are still at her house. I don't think.
Yeah, they were. I'm surprised they. Yeah.
Bruce Jenner's
Yeah,
legacy.
Joe. You noticed that nobody was an asshole and went, "Hey, we're gonna have to take those back because you won those in the men's."
In fact, I would go as far as to say I didn't know that Bruce Jenner was an Olympic hero, if you will, until
You just-
he
Oh, really?
or she transitioned, and everybody brought it up as the different. I thought it was just the dad.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Why would I know about the fucking dude that won the decathlon in like 1986?
I guess it's a generational thing.
Why the fuck would I give a shit about the 80s track and field team?
I didn't know either. I just thought he was the guy from the Village People that wanted to save the community.
So you're just as dumb as me.
No, I knew he was something.
Oh, okay.
I knew he was an athlete. I'm
I
old
had
enough
no
to
idea.
associate his name with the Olympics.
But I didn't, yeah, I mean, I didn't keep up with the
But I knew about him.
Kardashians.
I knew about as much about him as I knew about, say, like.
I literally just accidentally
Joe Namath.
said I didn't really keep up with the Kardashians. Like, it was
Yeah.
an accident.
You know what?
wasn't-
I confused him with Joe Namath.
Joe Namath, I think he's a football player.
He's a huge football player.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
I've heard that name for sure.
here's another funny thing. He freaked out because Pete Buttigieg took paternity leave, and he goes, "Only women should take paternity leave. Men need to go." He was being serious. Men need to go and work, and it doesn't matter what they do in Europe. This is America. You guys need to fucking get to work. This is a guy who's never had a job in his fucking life, and the only reason he's famous is because they needed somebody for fucking news radio who looked like a jock. And stand-up comedy in the 90s was like, 10 people. And so Joe Rogan was it. And he got carried by an amazing cast, an amazing group of writers, and that's what gave him fucking. That's what gave him
What
fucking
was his
street cred.
start? That wasn't Fear Factor.
That was after Fear Factor. That was before Fear Factor.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. What was that?
What do you mean?
What was it called? I didn't.
Oh, the show News Radio.
Oh, News Radio.
Yeah, News Radio. Stephen Root, Andy Dick,
Yeah,
Phil Hartman.
I've seen fucking clips. I didn't know Rogan was on it. Though.
Yeah, he's great. He
I've
was
not-
actually pretty good at
I've never seen Rogan's.
it. But he played a jock.
Yeah, totally.
And, yeah, that's why he's fucking famous. He's never worked a job in his life. But anyways, he starts fucking complaining about how fucking women are... paternity leave is for women. So, I mean, that means maternity leave and paternity leave. So women get both leaves.
So they get double time.
Not to mention...
Oh, yeah, because paternity is the father.
Yes,
and
exactly.
maternity is the
He's
mother.
like, he was making fun of Pete Buttigieg for taking paternity. That's for women.
It's like, I mean, hey, dude, she, you know, you could be there so that she could sleep. Because
Every major country does it. We're the only ones that don't do it.
I mean, I agree. It probably shouldn't be as long as a maternity leave, but you know,
Yeah,
give them a few weeks. Like,
Yeah, well, it should definitely be after the baby's born. That's for sure.
yes, I agree
You
with
didn't
that.
get 9 months off.
No, it should be when the baby's out that bitch. And by that bitch, I mean the womb and not the woman. I'm not referring to women
Well,
as
dude,
bitches.
I don't know. I don't know much about babies, but I know you can't. That all they do is cry, and you can't throw them out a window.
You can't throw them out of one.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you
No,
can't kill them.
You're not allowed to throw them out.
You
of
can't
a
be
lot
like,
of things.
oh, he's crying too much. I'm bad at this. I changed my mind. I'm gonna flush you down the toilet. That's illegal.
You know what you can
That's
do?
illegal.
No, you can do.
So they
is
need
wrap
you
it
need
in a
2
towel
people.
and dangle it off of a balcony for a second, and then bring it back in.
Or give it a shot of whiskey.
Give it a shot of whiskey.
Yeah, or like a fucking nice
Oh yeah,
glass of whiskey.
What is it like? The people said they would rub whiskey on the
On their
baby's gums.
Yeah, or cocaine.
Or,
But my point
that
is,
was
you
before.
get my,
That was
that's
before
the point
fentanyl.
that's the point of paternity leave. But I think he's a cuck because he wants to give women all the leaves. But whatever. All right.
Exactly like what I'm saying.
See, isn't it weird how supportive the people are? It's like I don't.
Yeah, we need to get over the fucking fact that
I just-
unfunny people do kill on fucking stage because
I just
Dude.
heard 5 woos.
they are fans. He's feeding them what they want to hear. They're all very confused by fucking Caitlyn Jenner, and they're like, "Yes, this makes sense. This makes sense." Same thing with Hannah Gadsby, where they're like, "Yes, comedy is awful. Comedy is awful." They
Well,
just
it's not the
love that
same
stuff.
people,
Well,
but-
but it's different people.
Yeah,
But you
no,
get my
I
you get
get
my
you.
drift.
The real sheep.
Yeah.
No, it's just weird. Like his crowd is interesting. I just heard at least I counted 4 woos.
Real quick, can I
at
tell you
least.
Matt's joke?
What?
Last night, I wrote a joke and Matt wrote a joke. I told my joke on stage, and then Matt didn't tell his. And here it was. It's about 90s comedian phenomenon, Ant, who may or may not have been at an open mic in Vegas. We saw him. I said to Matt, I go, well, he was gay, he was funny, and he was brown. But I looked at Google Images, and I realized the pictures I was getting was from the 90s, so it was impossible to figure out that was it, if he was really Ant. And then he's like, well, maybe you guys just misunderstood. And he said, Aunt.
That's so fucking stupid. That's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, it would have made me laugh very hard, but like that's maybe it's like aunt, but just that would be funny. Because I've heard someone referring to their aunt as auntie, and just that, but just
That's how
saying,
you're supposed to pronounce it, but
Aunt.
everybody says Aunt.
yeah, yeah. I go back and forth depending on the aunt or aunt.
Yeah.
No, I say aunt and then their name.
Aunt
but
feels too fancy.
If I'm just saying my blank, I'll say aunt.
I feel like I should be drinking like tea and eating crumpets
I'll be
and
like,
shit.
this is Aunt Tammy.
Yeah.
Or this is my aunt.
Yeah. I mean,
you
I'm
know,
from the
that kinda
Midwest.
thing.
I'm not fancy like that. I say ant.
I just because I feel like people think I look like I might have an ant farm. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I
true.
mean? I just don't want people to think that I'm watching ants.
Yeah.
Kanye West, he's a very talented young heterosexual man who starts a clothing line. He's clearly jealous about Taylor Swift and he tweets like a coked up stripper in the middle of the night. You don't see what I'm saying? We are watching.
The Taylor Swift shit, wasn't that way before he was with Kim?
Yeah, there's no accuracy in this timeline.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was like, that was pretty sure that was way before. I think that was.
And he
when
wasn't jealous of Taylor Swift. He was right.
Beyonce did have one of the best,
videos of all time.
that
He was
year.
dropping truth bombs. That's all
Yeah.
he was doing.
He was just saying white America
Shut the fuck
won
up.
again, and it's
Yeah,
bullshit.
exactly. He was right. That was, dude. That's in the vein of George W. Bush doesn't care about black people. Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's hear some more of anger as a substitute for jokes.
Yeah, God, dude, his head is.
It could explode.
Look, god damn.
DMT and testosterone is just gonna shoot out of his fucking veins.
It looks like a dad right before he hits his kid. Like, for real.
He looks like, yeah, if that dad is oh fuck, I fucked up the timing. God damn it.
Oh, the worms?
Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, that dad was Chris Benoit.
Rest in peace to his family.
Rest in peace.
Watching the plot of a
Family,
fucking
it's just a
Stephen
family.
King book play out. An American athletic hero moves in with a woman who's made hundreds of millions of dollars through no way anyone can explain to anyone.
That's true.
He breaks up with her, she turns him into a chick. The whole world tells him he's beautiful. You tell me you won't see what I'm seeing. You have to say she's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's not.
You gonna tell me he doesn't teach his kids that?
What, to be polite?
Yeah.
Does Rogan have kids?
Yes.
Really?
And a wife.
Well, I knew he was married. I didn't think he had kids, honestly.
He's got fucking. Well, apparently he doesn't like to take care of them because he doesn't think guys should fucking take care of their kids.
I mean, you know, he goes to the studio once, twice a week, and then he could take care of his kids. He had a job, though. He kept working that
Yeah,
one or
he's
2
kind of
days
a
a week
hypocrite.
in the studio.
Yeah.
He had time at home. Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded. For some odd reason, I was like, is it raining? And then I remembered
We're indoors.
we're in a laundromat.
We're in a laundromat.
No, I thought it was raining because it sounds like rain's hitting a window or a roof, but it's because it's water against the glass door. All right.
Am I? Look, I look like a thumb with two thumbs.
Yeah, he stole that joke from his comment
Maybe it's
section.
more disgusting.
His
Really,
comment
it's
section.
unusual. There's a lot of cool shit that isn't beautiful. 60-year-old dudes in skirts are on that list. Jesus fucking Christ! What kind of games are we playing here? Why are you lying to children? That's beautiful. What are my kids gonna think when they see a mountain or a rose? Is that beautiful too, Daddy? Explain. Ah, Ben! I can't!
Beauty is subjective, you dumb bitch.
I didn't know beauty. That's like some Naomi Wolf shit. He's like seems to be implying that beauty is like a social construct. Also an anti-vaxxer, Naomi Wolf. That beauty is a social construct.
She's got worms.
She's got worms. I got that clip right here. But we're dragging this way too long, so.
Oh yeah, my shit's probably almost done. Alright, is this almost? Yeah, it's almost.
Yeah, but
over,
we
right?
got to get to the stool humping.
Oh yeah, exactly.
It's insane
Let's
stool
write it
humping.
out.
The world's gone fucking bananas! What you're saying is horribly transphobic and incredibly regressive. You should be embarrassed at what you're doing.
No, dude, it's just aggro.
It's mostly the energy
It's
that's bothering
literally,
people.
it's literally just a lot.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, it's
that
weird that
is-
you're this obsessed with it. But we could understand
Exactly.
why you'd be a little surprised.
I think it's because he's mad. He was like, "Fuck, I could have transitioned and actually made it in MMA.
I could have been the first.
I could have made it in MMA for real if I just became Gillette Rogan." Jolene
You're
Rogan.
doing this
That's
just to
better.
get laughs at someone else's expense? Maybe! Or maybe Bruce Jenner lived with demons. Maybe they waited by the bed.
Here we go. He's approaching the stool.
Oh, it's demon fucking.
He's approaching the stool.
So they can assume their true form. Climb
Watch
up and
this.
kick
This is
off
some
their
serious
disguises
Magic Mike
to
shit,
reveal
how he fucking
elaborate
straddles the stool.
claws.
Oh, they has this
Look at
part
that.
in the clip. That's impressive.
It is.
He does yoga.
Oh yeah, you can tell he does yoga. Yeah, I mean, he's almost like trying to turn us on right now.
We would like you better if you were one of us.
Yeah, you know
But
who
you-
probably like this a lot? Gay dudes that are into bald guys. They probably really be digging this shit.
There's probably some fucking maggot shed chicks that fucking dig it too. But here's the thing, we're gonna show you.
He hasn't even humped it. All he's doing is fucking straddling
Joe
it like a
Rogan gets made
gargoyle.
fun of for stool humping. The real thing is if he just did this, he doesn't really need to hump the stool
No, at any
to
point.
do this bit.
He could just talk like a demon.
But people wouldn't remember it if he didn't.
I can't be one of you. I was born a man. Nonsense!
I wonder if the demon is trans.
You no longer can be held prisoner by the gender of your birth. You're free. Your lips are too thin. For the cover of Vanity Fair. What? Wait. Did you say the cover? Are you fucking with me? You know the cover's always been my dream. It can't be real! It can be real.
Dude, I want to see Rogan at an open mic doing this shit.
Dreams can be real through surgery.
It would be impossible. Everyone would know.
Well, no, if Rogan wasn't famous and he just came off the street and he was doing this fucking stand-up, here's the reaction you would get.
No, dude, you might get open micers laughing just at how ridiculous it is.
Oh,
Like-
if he climbed on the stool, yeah.
Yeah,
Because they'd be
yeah.
like, wow, you should have seen how he handled that fucking stool.
Yeah, dude, that shit was gnarly.
There's a couple people that do some fucking doing some
God.
heavy energy shit lately I've been seeing.
We have open micers that are yoga instructors, and they've never done anything that impressive. That was.
All right. The act, so I'm going to give the comedy a 0, but the fucking yoga...
Dude,
The
man's
physical
got,
technique
dude
of
man's
it
got
is really
balance.
kind of
He's got
impressive.
balance and dexterity.
You're never going to see my legs that straight.
I can't do it.
My fucking feet go numb.
Alright.